Good evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. And tonight I will be continuing with the theme of finishing series that are almost finished. Bloody hell, I'm a wordsmith, aren't I? Jesus. Anyway, it's the next episode of Believe Nothing. Yes, and I'm actually really excited about this because I remember starting this show, the first episode was absolutely brilliant. Second episode, great. Third episode, also great. I mean, it's something with Rick in, so obviously I'm going to enjoy it. But yeah, it was 21st of August when I last did an episode of this, so it's been a while. But I'm excited for it. But yeah, as I said, I've been trying to get series finished to make room for new ones, because I want 2025 to be a real year of change on the channel. You know, there's still so many series on like the content roster, if you like, that have been on there for a long time now, so I'm trying to get them moving. I mean, I haven't done too bad with starting new series. You know, we've got My Family, Friday Night Dinner, Catherine Tate Show, stuff like that. Yeah, but Squid Game, which will be coming back, Vikings, stuff like that. But yeah, you know what I mean. So the next episode of Believe Nothing is what we're going to be doing tonight. But before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody that I now have a merch store. You can buy merch with my channel logo on. You can get yourself a mug or a t-shirt. You can get a women's t-shirt, a tote bag, like a backpack, drawstring bag type thing, like a gym bag or football training bag for your kid. You know, hoodies. My personal favourite is this hoodie, the red and black one. I think that's really nice. You can get a camper mug. You can even get coasters for your mug, or a pillow, or a set of stickers for £2.79. You know? There's all sorts. And you can even design. Well, not design, but you can, you know, order a specific product. So you could just go to products, and let's say that you wanted, let's go to accessories. You can get an umbrella with the logo on it. So you just go to the umbrella and then you put the logo there. That's as big as it'll let you have it, but you know, that's that. And then you choose a quantity, say how many you want to order, and there you go. And that's it. So yeah, there's all sorts there. So please go and check it out, and can, you know, if you're planning on buying a new hoodie or a new t-shirt or a new tracksuit just for lounging about in, because I know you're not going to wear this stuff when you're going out on the town and stuff like that, although I would prefer some of you who buy the clothing or something that you would go out, so people see my logo and say, what's that? And then you tell them, oh, it's a YouTube channel, you should check it out. That's word of mouth, it gets more people to visit the channel. But yeah, just if you're planning on buying some cheap lounging about, chill out clothing like hoodies and tracksuit bottoms and t-shirts and stuff like that, consider that, because it is quite cheap. You know, I mean, a nice hoodie for 38 quid, that's about right, isn't it? I mean, a t-shirt for 20 quid. I mean, it's not cheap. You could go to Primark and get it cheaper, but, you know, it's another way that you can support me, and I'd really appreciate it. Someone has already ordered something from me. In fact, it's the hoodie that I just showed you. I don't know if he's ordered it in that colour, but yeah, you'll see it soon, because it's actually... Oh, wait. Will he want me to tell people? Well, you'll see him wearing it. Let's just say that. You'll see him wearing it. Anyway, let's get into this, because I'm really looking forward to this. Please like this video and subscribe if you enjoy it, and check out the Patreon. Membership starts from $1 a month, which is 79 pence at the current exchange rate, and you get access to content at that. Yeah. Find another reactor that gives you their Patreon content for 79 pence a month. Newsflash, you won't. Oh wait, spoiler alert, it'd have been better there. Oh, well, too late now, I've said it. Let's go.
Previously on Believe Nothing.
What's the big idea?
Hello. Tonight, human cloning. Is it possible? Is it desirable?
Yeah, it is.
This evening, what's the big idea? Is it
It is.
Oxford? To talk to Dr. Sheridan Brinsley, Burger King Professor of Microbiology at the Mississippi Institute of Technology, and
bastard.
Professor Adonis Canute. This quadruple Professor Adonis Canute. Quadruple professor and Nobel Prize winner Adonis Canute, this country's foremost authority.
Listen up, I've flown 3,000 miles to debate cloning, not to pay homage to Adonis Canute's mighty ego.
My ego will never be as mighty as your stomach, Brinsley. I fear you've taken the title of intellectual heavyweight rather too literally.
Professor Brinsley, can you explain your position?
He can't cross his legs because his thighs are too fat.
I'm going to rise above that, Velvet.
Yes, rather like a blimp.
You tea-sipping son of a bitch!
You tea-sipping son of a bitch! Excuse, that is racist. I will sip my tea as a Brit, and I will sip it proudly. As long as it's Yorkshire tea. It's Tetley's. You can get that goblimpus away from me.
Professor.
By the way, that's not... Oh no, it's not racist. What is it? What's the things that are similar to goblins that people associate with Irish people? What is it? Oh, what is it? Anyway, I'm not being racist to Irish people there, so yeah, I'm Irish, so.
Please.
Well, heritage.
You tea-sipping son of a bitch!
Tea-sipping?
Professors.
Wow.
Please.
Okay. You tea-sipping son of a bitch!
Tea-sipping son of a bitch!
Professors. Please.
Okay. Look, like the song says, they all laughed at Christopher Columbus when he said the world was round. They all laughed when Edison recorded sound.
Yes, and we all laughed when you got stuck in the studio entrance.
We'll be laughing on the other side of your face when I unveil the first human clone.
Yes, and it will be laughing on the other side of its little mutant face when it realizes it's got 3 hands and no arms.
So your objection to cloning is on practical grounds?
No, Melvin. It's moral. For what if depraved meddlers like Brinsley do solve the problems of human cloning? Do we each have an identical twin on sedated standby in case we require a kidney, a heart, an extra pair of testicles? As for conquering death, how is our planet to cope with this population explosion of nouveau zombies?
Okay, right, I mean, the mainstream media, if that's all you follow, then as far as you're concerned, it hasn't been done. But if you follow media that isn't funded by the government and told what to say, then you understand that human cloning has been done. But, you know when they make a baby in a test tube without a womb? Shouldn't that count as cloning? I mean, you've basically produced a human being without a human body, right? They've done that, right? They've created a human life without a womb. I'm pretty sure they've done that, or with an artificial womb. I'm pretty sure that's been done. I definitely remember reading or hearing about something like that somewhere. Doesn't that count as human cloning? Because they needed you can clone your dog or your cat. So my dog, Max, you all know Max, right? If I had the money, it's a couple of grand, obviously, because yeah. But if all I have to do is send like a sample of his hair to a company in, I think they're in America, and I think they're in Germany now as well, and they will ship me a puppy that is basically the exact same carbon copy as him. You can do that now. So, if they can do it with a dog, you're telling me they can't do it with humans?
How is our planet to cope with this population explosion of nouveau zombies? There'll be no room for babies to be born. Do you want to live in a world where lovely little babies are banned so those of us already here can live forever?
Yes! The judge British public seems to be on the side of Professor Brinsley.
Only because they've been subjected to a century of American cultural brainwashing, if you can use the words American and cultural in the same breath.
We're the last superpower. People want to be like us.
Perhaps. But no one wants to be like you, Brinsley. Cloning? If it were up to me, there wouldn't even be one of you. And then I have to telephone for a taxi, while Melvin Bragg gets whisked off in the back of a ministerial Daimler. Though I suppose what he does in the privacy of his own limousine is his own business.
Why don't you take off some of your clothes, sir?
Right, why don't these two just get it over with and just fuck? Seriously, I mean, it was the same with Richie and Eddie, them two, you know, they were that sexually frustrated that they couldn't get any. They should have just ended up banging each other by the end, and they didn't. With these two, it's even more clear cut. Just do it, for fuck's sake.
And let me relieve the tension.
Thank you, Albumin. I think I will.
Thank God he applied that lubricating agent to that part of the rear of his body. I wasn't ready to see
Oh, you're very tense, sir.
something else.
I know. My shoulders feel like two tightly coiled Cumberland sausages.
It reminds me of the pie in Weapons Grade Y front where, you know, he's like, oh no, if I make it big on YouTube, that's going to get, yeah. Oh, I don't care, do it. I'm an entertainer specialising in comedy reactions. So if you're going to use me to make more jokes, I'm fine with that.
Jace. I love the way you need me. With a K, obviously.
With a K, obviously.
Using a different sort of oil.
Oh, I love the way you need me. With a K, obviously. Obviously.
Oh, it's a new organic lotion, sir. It's called Milk of Amnesia.
Milk of Amnesia?
Very good. Where did you buy it? Or can't you remember?
Not interrupting, am I? Though, strictly speaking, I'd only be interrupting if I were to clamber on top of you.
No, feel free to clamber, Hannah.
I'd rather not. I'm going through something of a homophobic phase. Not that I have any objection in principle to men slathering each other with lubricants prior to penetration.
Hannah, there are no sexual undertones whatsoever in this scenario. Are there, Rubberman? Oh.
I just wondered how the television debate went.
Oh, that was rather a mismatch, I'm afraid. It's rather like Mike Tyson wrestling the Pope.
One of my students was in the audience, and he said Sheridan Brinsley.
Oh, right.
What, you're
Wait,
sorry
I got
ass.
confused.
And what is the name of this former student, pray?
Answer it!
Adonis Canute, speak. You? When? How?
What?
Who?
Got in the alphabet.
Very well. I shan't be dining in tonight, Albumin.
But I got your lovely wing of skates, sir, with capers.
I have some unfinished business to attend to. You'll have to caper alone.
See me caper!
A pint of your best local foaming brew and a pewter tankard, if you please. Ye buxom wench.
You taking the piss?
I intend to, as soon as you tell me where the bathroom is.
If you want the urinals, follow your nose.
Oh, wait, he's American. What's he going to do next? Is he going to be like, where's the man stood next to the sinks offering me a spray of cologne? Come on. Okay, I didn't expect that to actually happen. Scientist involved in human cloning murdered. Well, I remember when that Malaysia Airlines flight went missing. What was it, MH370? I remember, you know, all the Facebook posts coming up about it, and there was one that came up saying that there was somebody on board that flight with the cure to a very particular condition. Not cancer. No, the other one that Bob Geldof tried to cure.
And then
It was rumoured that there was somebody, that there was a biologist or some, what do you call him? Not a biologist. What do you call him? Virologist. Virologist? Whatever the word is. Yeah, apparently there was somebody on board MH370 with the cure to AIDS. That was all over my Facebook the day that plane went missing, or the day after.
for several years,
I'm not saying it's true, I'm just saying that's what I saw.
and then for several years, I was Bruce Forsyth's stunt double.
What was he like?
Oh, he was a hard taskmaster. Yeah, we got through 7 hair weavers in one series of Play Your Cards Right.
Haberman, get this sponged off, will you?
Yes.
What shoes is he wearing?
It's blood. Are you all right, sir?
Yeah, it's nothing. Just a small disagreement with an underdone steak. Haberman, why is Dr. Awkward splayed half naked across my ottoman?
Because I couldn't persuade her to take the rest of her clothes off, sir.
You tried?
I tried my hardest.
Right, I'm going to keep an open mind and assume that there's a twist coming at the end, that it wasn't him, he was just out to dinner, but...
Well, thank you, but no, I'm not really in the mood.
Are you saying that Albumin was grooming me for your return like some sort of junior concubine?
Anna, of course not. You, a junior concubine?
Forgive me.
So, you're Professor Canute, Inspector Aldis, CID.
Fascinating. Will this take long because I have to translate the Quran into Icelandic by bedtime?
Then I'll cut to the chase, whatever that means.
I believe it's a term used in the film industry, particularly during the silent era.
Thank you, miss. Professor
Yeah,
Canute.
thank you, miss.
Where were you
Shut
at
up.
9:45 tonight?
At dinner with a friend.
That's very interesting.
God, you're easily pleased.
Because you were seen at 9:45 in the Slug-in Sandwich.
Oh, it's a crime now, is it, in New Labour Britain to visit a pub? Not that I did.
No, it's not a crime unless...
Funny you should say that, because Keir Starmer was flirting with the idea of making it illegal for people to discuss certain topics of conversation in pubs.
Whilst in said pub, you did stab your academic rival through the neck with a marlin spike.
Sheridan Brinsley's dead.
What is a marlin spike, Inspector?
It's a sort of spike. You use it to catch marlin.
No, actually, that is a popular misconception. A marlin spike, one word, is a pointed tool used to separate strands of rope or wire. It is
I
derived...
enjoy an impromptu round of Call My Bluff as well as the next man. But if we can return to the point of my visit, where were we, Sergeant?
Professor Canute just exclaimed, Sheridan Brinsley is dead.
And I can't think of a more deserving victim.
Ah, so you admit it?
I'm admitting nothing, because I did nothing.
So you deny it?
I'm neither admitting nor denying, because to do either would be to indulge in the type of sloppy category error that has seen many a promising undergraduate rusticated before his or her first Christmas.
Read that back to me, Sergeant.
Yeah, he's going to be lost. I've got a fucking clue.
Professor Canute couldn't have done it because he was here with me and Dr. Awkward all the time. I was giving them both one of my special massages. Wasn't I, Doctor?
What? Oh, yes. We were all lying together on settee.
That's right.
All right, you got away with it for now. But I'll be back, Canute. You nasty little miss...
What's he from? What's he out of? Not Dead Man Running. Ah. Details. He's out of Layer Cake. He's the bloke who gives Daniel Craig's character his orders to find the young lass who turns out to be Michael Gambon's daughter or granddaughter or something, and then he kills him. Oh, sorry for anybody else. I haven't spoiled anything actually. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he's in Layer Cake. That's where I've seen him.
I'll be back,
Great
Canute.
film, by the way. If you haven't seen
You
it, watch
nasty
it.
little
What I've
mis-
just said doesn't spoil the film. Actually, there's so much more to it than that.
Sprint.
That's
right. All right, you got away with it for now. But I'll be back, Canute. You nasty little misprint.
Nasty little misprint! It means he's called him a nasty little cunt!
Thank you for lying for me, Hannah. I'm touched.
I just hope you can prove you were elsewhere when the heinous crime occurred.
Oh, of course he was. He was at a restaurant eating steak which spurted blood. All over his jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, sir! You should have asked me to do Brinsley. I've still got my marlin spike somewhere. That's what
I did not kill Brinsley.
Then where were you?
I'm sorry. I can't tell you. And if
Why?
I could, you'd never believe me.
What are you up to?
Oh, I heard someone in here, and as albumin goes shopping on a Tuesday morning, and you're normally lecturing.
I know. Lecture. Professor Canute tells the lesser mortals how to live their lives. What is good? What is right? Oh, ask Adonis Canute. He has all the answers.
Are you sure you're quite well, Professor? Your hair looks different.
I slept in a haystack.
Were you hiding from the police?
No, I just always wanted to sleep beneath the stars like a carefree young Byron. And if I'm to spend the rest of my natural life in prison...
You don't mean you did kill Sheridan Brinsley?
No. But the police all hate me since my Royal Commission on Institutional Incompetence proved that police radios cause brain damage. Which explains why medieval witch hunters had a better clear-up rate. So I'm throwing off the shackles of responsibility while there's still time and indulging myself in those things I've always wanted to do. Like this.
Professor!
Since intimacy is about to occur, you may call me Adonis.
Adonis?
And you must call me.
Call you what?
Hannah, obviously.
Of course, Hannah. Oh, Hannah, how I've hungered, how I've longed, how I've ached, craved, and hankered. Not necessarily in that order.
What's wrong, Adonis?
Nothing. It's just penetrative sex is just so old hat. Don't you read the Catholic Herald?
What's wrong? Nothing. It's just that penetrative. I can't even say the fucking word. Nothing. It's just that penetrative sex is so old hat. I mean, don't you read the Catholic Herald?
Sorry, sir, I forgot me.
Don't you read the Catholic Herald?
Sorry, sir, I forgot my loyalty card.
Why can't I say the word?
Thing is just penetrative sex.
Penetrative.
It's just so
I'm still struggling.
old hat.
Old hat. Penetrative
Don't
sex.
you read the
Oh,
Catholic
old
Herald?
Hat. Don't you read the Catholic Herald?
Sorry, sir, I forgot my loyalty card.
Your loyalty's to me. Bugger off!
You can't talk to albumin that way.
I'll talk to him anyway I wish. I pay his wages. Get out, Albumin! Go on, get out!
Fair enough.
Now,
Paying him.
where were we?
You had just thrust your tongue into my mouth, and I, against my better judgment, was scrabbling at your trousers like a deranged dormouse.
Then assume the position.
It's funny to see Rick go from playing a character that would literally give anything for that to happen to playing a character that is doing everything he can to stop that from happening.
Sorry, I want to, but I can't.
Is it I?
No, I'm to blame. Forgive me, Hannah, but
He's got something.
the great Adonis Canute is impotent. So, there you have it.
I thought he had the clap or something.
Or rather, you don't.
There you have it. Or rather, you don't. That's a good joke. I like that. That's good.
Afternoon.
You've got a nerve coming in here.
Why? I haven't been charged. I've got a cast iron alibi. Which is funny, because the murder weapon was cast iron too.
It's still covered in... Is that
Oh, yes. Brinsley's keeping an eye on it for me. Oh, dash. I lost a button off my jacket the other day. Perhaps I left it in the gents.
Right. Why is he trying to make it look like he did it? Don't draw for... If the entire show canon is to be believed, that would be Richie. Would it spoil some vast plan if you were to leave me with my quarter of an inch? I love that joke. What is he doing? Why is he setting this up?
I don't mind the Professor humiliating me, but only when we're alone. That's the agreement.
Don't be so hard on him. He's not himself.
Oh, you're bound to take his side. You're all over him like custard over spotted dick.
Much good it did me.
It's very strange. I've never known him to be impotent.
Professor, I was so worried. Perhaps if you
Something, yeah.
saw a psychosexual counsellor.
What are you talking about? Aberman, where are my papers for the wretched Senate meeting?
It's nothing to be ashamed of. Many great men in history have had negligible libidos.
Well, that's right, sir. It's said that Hitler only had one.
Oh, God! He's been here, hasn't he?
Who?
Oh!
It's the police!
Look, when I was here earlier, it wasn't me. But you mustn't tell anyone that either of us was here, or anywhere else, come to that.
Oh, my God!
Who?
It's to spare you, in case anything happens to the first one.
Wait, so he's doing cloning? Right, this is all starting to slot into place now. He killed Mr. Cheeseburger III because he was doing cloning and he was direct competition to him, who's clearly doing it too. Is that what it's going to turn out to be?
Be flattered.
You cloned!
It's to spare you, in case anything happens to the first one. You should be flattered.
You cloned albumin.
Yes, it wasn't too difficult once I'd mapped the whole of human DNA.
But the Human Genome Project was only completed last year. Thousands of scientists on 5 continents.
Yes, but I was working alone, so naturally I was much faster. Albumin, you remember that day I persuaded you to let me circumcise you? With your new Stanley knife? It was raining, there was nothing on the television.
You cloned yourself too, didn't you?
Well, I would have thought that was obvious.
Oh, well, we've all been there, you know. I mean, if, you know, you're having a night in with your with your butler, there's no on the television, yeah, you just circumcise him for something to do.
You cloned yourself too, didn't you?
Well, I would have thought that was obvious.
It took a long time getting up the stairs.
Hannah, you must get rid of them.
All right, miss, where is he?
Why should I tell you?
Because we've got the murder weapon covered in Canute's fingerprints. We've got a stack of witness statements, including Des Lynham, who was passing at the time. And we've got a button off his jacket recovered from the scene of the murder. So unless you...
That he put there? What game is he playing? He put the button there in at the murder scene. Why is he trying to frame himself? Or did he do what? I'm absolutely fucking mind fucked. I have no idea what's going on.
You want to be arrested as an accessory?
Well, that depends on the type of accessory. While I wouldn't mind being a Prada handbag, I'd hate to be one of those car fresheners in the shape of a pine tree.
Throw the book at her, Carol.
Which one, sir? There are so many.
All right, I'll take you to him.
So your clone murdered Professor Brinsley?
Yes, so I'd get the blame.
All right. Why didn't I think of that? Wait, well, no, actually, to be fair, why would I think of that? There was no indication that he'd cloned himself. He just cloned Brinsley. His clone murdered him. Wait, never mind. Fuck names. Yeah. Right, so his clone killed the guy, not Canute, as we know him. Mind you, how do we know that the Canute that we've seen in the first 3 episodes is the real Canute? How do we know which scene is Canute and which scene is cunt? Yeah. Right, okay, right. Makes sense now. So why is he trying to frame his clone for murder? Or is he going to make up some master plan that he's got a twin brother? How much control does he have over his own clone? I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out, but there's only 4 minutes left. So you better get on with it.
So your clone murdered Professor Brinsley?
Yes, so I'd get the blame. You've got to find him before he leaves the country.
Okay, sir. What's he look like?
Oh, fuck me up the starfish lengthways. You've got to find my clone before he leaves the country. Okay, sir. What's he look like? Well, he looks a bit like fucking Adrian Edmondson. Yeah,
So
I think you need to put him in cryogenic storage and get the new one out. Hopefully he's had a software update while he's been in there cooking.
The country.
Okay, Professor Brinsley.
Yes, so I'd get the blame.
Professor
got to
Brinsley,
find him
right? He's not Brinsley.
Before he leaves the country.
Okay, sir. What's he look like? Sorry, sir. I was just trying to lighten the moment. All right, I'll alert me contacts. We'll stake out every airport, every seaport, and every other sort of port.
Oh, Albumin, you are irreplaceable.
Thank you, sir.
Balls apart.
Which is why I made arrangements to replace you when the time comes.
I didn't realise I was so well endowed, sir.
You're not. I made improvements.
Why do you need to improve it? Yeah, yep.
Dear Diary.
I only have to say yep.
Sorry,
and you
I
know
haven't
what I'm
written for a
saying.
couple of days. but it has been all go. Did you really think I'd just slink back to KwaZulu-Natal? Huh? I've had it with living on a game reserve. I'm going to stick around and enjoy your trial. Big shot, know-it-all professor gets sent to prison for life.
Wait a minute, how do I know which is the real one?
Fair enough.
He seems more Canute than... This is too confusing!
You ruined mine. Ruined it. I gave you life. If it wasn't for my genius, you'd just be a waste bin full of cuticles.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is where it's all been leading to. All the fights in bottom, all the stage combat, all the violence. Rick Mayall fights himself. This is peak. Peak. This is the peak.
If it wasn't for my genius, you'd just be a waste bin full of cuticles.
Wait. Don't kill him. Don't kill your clone. He's killed him, hasn't he?
Everywhere staked out, sir.
Oh, why did you have to do that, Albumin? We'll have to listen to his resentful self-justification.
He's not gonna know which is which. Oh, shit.
By whining again. Untie me, Albumin. He's the clone. Is that really the best you can do?
Oh, no.
Albumin, ask me a question he won't know the answer to.
Right.
Yeah, but he's not... He's your clone. And I know Canute. He's got an ego bigger than his fucking head. Including the hair. He will have made sure to transport everything. Including all memories and thoughts and yeah. Oh.
What's my middle name?
Maximilian?
Where was I taken hostage by Shiite militants in 1987?
Middlesbrough. You've done your research.
I don't understand it. Professor Canute always goes bell ringing on a Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, the wife used to be a keen campanologist.
Green, with yellow stripes.
Oh, no.
Come in.
No, don't come in. Oh, dear.
Did you slip a hallucinogenic drug into my lunchtime pint, Sergeant?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I was afraid you'd say that.
It's Adonis's clone.
I can see that, miss. But which one?
Shall I call the fingerprint boys, sir?
Shut up, Carol.
Look, Inspector. We're not exactly alike. You don't care how much shame you bring on me, your creator, do you? Right, I admit it. I was born without genitals. That's why I made this clone. Being devoid of
Wait a minute. I think I know how they're going to work it out. When him and her were getting it on, he revealed the secret. Well, when the real Canute was getting it on with Hannah, he revealed to her his secret when she tried to take his pants off, that he's impotent. So she is going to, with both of them, and whichever one is the clone. Because I bet you dollars to donuts that he has transported the ability to get a stoner into his clone. That's how they're going to do it.
Productive kit, I decided to make myself a homunculus.
I'm telling you.
I was born without genitals.
I'm standing by that prediction.
That's why I made this clone. Being devoid of reproductive kit, I decided to make myself a homunculus with enough for two. Sadly, they came out smaller than average.
What a load of bollocks.
Don't listen to him. Hannah, you know I'm a real man, don't you?
I'm so confused. Yesterday you recoiled when my slender fingers sought out your manhood.
That was him! Teflon groin!
Quite a predicament, eh, Sergeant? We have the fingerprints, the clues, the witnesses. But if we can't tell them apart, we'll have to let them both go.
You can't do that! He'll murder me!
Right, one way or another, it's going to be their penises that work it out.
We'll have to let them both go.
Oh, their genitals.
You can't do that! He'll murder me! That man is a psychopath! No, Inspector, I've just remembered. There is a way to tell the difference. I knew the burden of having no visible sexual organs might drive him to do something desperate, so I signed him. What? There is what looks like a mole on his left buttock, just inside the cleft. It's a microdot.
I've carried this with me everywhere since I first read Hound of the Baskervilles. And now, at last, expose his crack, Carol.
Expose his crack, Carol!
No!
That's why you become a police officer, so you can say something like that. What the fuck?
Yes, all right. I killed Sheridan Brinsley. Damn you to hell, Father! You never played with me, you never read me stories, you treated me like a freak! To be fair, you were shaving by the time you were 3.
Oh, sorry, sir. I should never have doubted you.
I'll take it as a tribute to my genetic handiwork.
There's just one thing I don't understand, Professor.
What is it, my child?
Why didn't you tell the police about the microdot right away?
Because there is no microdot. I just made it up.
But suppose he called your bluff, sir.
Well, then I'd have been buggered. Although not by him, obviously.
That's how it ends? Really? Alright, oh, that's the end. Yeah, abrupt ending, because this is on the Internet Archive, right. Oh my god, that was 10 times better than I ever could have imagined. Wow. Oh, right, I just need a second to process what I've just witnessed. That was brilliant. Oh, wow. Okay, so, his clone murdered someone. Yeah, it was just confusing me. Why he was going out of his way to frame himself. And even when he revealed that he's got a secret laboratory behind his bookshelf where he's cloned a second albumin, it still never clicked in my head that the reason why he's been going out of his way to frame himself for the murder is because he's cloned himself and his clone killed Brinsley. It just never clicked. But when it was finally revealed, it made so much sense. It was just like, bing! Yeah, right. Absolute perfect sense made right there. That was exactly... Yeah, very well done. Very well done indeed. I mean, you can't argue with that. So the plot of the episode and the story not coming clear to me straight away, but when it was put in front of me in that way, yeah, it was just like right there. Anyway, the quality of this episode was very, very high. You know, like proper comedy, like properly funny. Sorry, I'm just uploading the episode of Filthy Rich that I did on the Patreon last night. I did the last episode last night. And, come on, you cunt. Close down some tabs, that'll help. Yeah, anyways, sorry, getting views there. Yeah, really good episode. Very, very funny. Really good. Really enjoyed it. And, right, never mind. Right, yeah, okay. So this episode very good, very funny. Really enjoyed it. Albumin and Canute, them two. Yeah, it's just so obvious, isn't it? you know what I'm talking about. So clear. But again, it's just it's the same thing as with Filthy Rich. So as clearly as you can see, I did the final ever episode last night, and it was the best episode. And there was a line in the show, or a gag in the show, that made it absolutely obvious that they were intending to do a second series. And with this, it's the same thing. 6 episodes, 1 series. Why not more? Why not? See, this is the thing that annoys me so much. Not annoys me in a way that it makes me dislike or feel any ill will towards Rick. It's such a disappointment that he didn't decide to do more, because, I mean, he didn't know that he was going to die so young. And that he wasn't going to have more time to make more comedy. But I just wish he'd have done more. This is such a funny series, and it's so weird and unique and bizarre, and all those words that I used to describe the young ones and bottom. Yeah, it's just not like a normal comedy. It's not like sticking on It's not like reacting to Not Going Out. Not Going Out is very much one-liners, dad jokes taken to a bit of a more adult, mature level sort of thing. Although don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I love Not Going Out, and reacting to that has been one of the best experiences I've had on this channel. But yeah, it's just very, very different. Like, I feel like that's been a bit of a running. Well, it has been the running theme since I discovered Rick and Aid. Rick in particular, but them two together, and Ben Elton, when it's them 3 together, or anything that Rick is involved in, let's use that as the baseline. As long as Rick's in it, then that's what I'm talking about. None of it has been normal, or run-of-the-mill, or usual, or, it's not something that you're watching, that's just your standard British comedy. It's just been so different and bizarre and weird and unique and different. I love that. And I'm going to miss that so much when I finish this. I'm already missing it with Filthy Rich. Can't even begin to describe how much I'm missing Bottom, even though I've still got the movie to do. I miss that show so much. You know me, guys. I'm nothing if not honest with you, my audience, my viewers, my supporters. I don't feel the same strong bond and connection to the young ones. I did enjoy it, but because it was such a niche type of comedy based around a very specific era and around a specific group of people, students, something, 2 things that it's impossible for me to understand, because A, I wasn't born or alive in the 80s, old enough an age to even understand or experience them, and B, I never went to university. So I couldn't fully appreciate it, but I still enjoyed it. But everything else, yeah, it's just... I don't know how to describe it. I just enjoy them in a much more in a much more different way than I enjoy other comedies. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just well, I do. The word is different. I know everybody's probably described it that way, but it is, isn't it? It's different. It's a very different experience of comedy. And I know that alternative comedy doesn't live and die with what Rick and Ed and Ben created in their careers. There are other alternative comedians out there. There are other shows, and I'm sure some of you will recommend them to me, or at least I hope you would. But I don't care what you recommend. Nothing's going to top what I found from these guys. It's just not. And I know that just from the community that's found my channel since I started doing Bottom and the Young Ones. All the shows that I've done. So, the first thing I ever did as a reactor, TV-wise, was Still Game. And that brought a massive community. It built my audience. It was like... If you look at my audience on YouTube and Patreon to date as a human body, doing Still Game and then chewing the fat was like the spine of the body, the human body, if you imagine my audience as a body. But the audience that's been brought by doing the Young Ones and Bottom, that has been the heart and soul and the brain, because there's just so much more passion in the way that they talk about the characters, the people in it, the work that went into it, what it did for comedy, you know, everything that I've seen people talk about and the way they describe it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna miss the inevitable time that I will reach when there won't be anything left. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that that day is as far away as possible. But yeah, we finished Filthy Rich last night, and this is nearly done. There's 2 episodes of this left, I think. Yeah, Bottom and the Young Ones finished. I think I've done it the wrong way. Because I've done the best 3 shows already. I think if you ask the majority of their fans, they'd say the top 3 shows they did are Filthy Rich, Bottom, the Young Ones, in that order. That had been the general concept. For some reason, people put the Young Ones above not just Bottom, but many things. For me, it'd be the Young Ones, Filthy Rich, Bottom. Yeah, I regret the way I've done it. That's the only thing that's the only thing I regret about this journey of watching Rick's shows and Ed's shows. That's all I regret. All I regret about it. That's it. But anyway, still doing the New Statesman, right? Comic strip will come back. Still got a couple of episodes of this, and there are other things. But here's what I want you to comment on this video. Be honest with me. Is there even one more show that Rick has done, either alone or with Ed in it, that is even remotely comparable to Bottom in terms of how much I would love it and enjoy it? Or have I just done all the best stuff from the start and left myself with the not the best stuff? Be honest with me. So I want to know what I'm in for, you know? should I be regretting the way that I've done this as much as I am? That's what I want to know. Anyway, yeah, get away with myself as usual. It's just the passion. My passion as a reactor to talk about what I'm reacting to comes out whenever I do anything Rick related. He just brings it out in me. I feel like I owe him more than anyone else when I'm watching their shows. When I'm watching Not Going Out, I don't feel like I owe Lee Mack the effort, the time and effort for me to sit here and give a 10-minute impassioned monologue about how much I love his comedy and his writing. But when I watch something with Rick in, I do. It's just a natural reaction. But I'm going to shut up now and say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you're watching this on YouTube, then make sure you check out the Patreon because it's $1 a month to join. That's the starting membership, and you can't get it cheaper than that. Patreon doesn't allow you to price it cheaper than that. It's 79 pence a month in pound sterling. And as I said in the beginning, I've also got a merch store. You can get yourself some merch with my channel logo on it. Also, you can check out the Rumble channel to get videos that have been blocked on YouTube or started on YouTube but then got blocked. Example, Limmy's show. Started on YouTube, I did the first series, then they got blocked. Started putting them on Patreon. Now they're all available on Rumble. Series 1 to 3, Limmy's show, all available on Rumble for free. Same with Not Going Out. We got up to series 6, I think, about halfway through. Or was it series 7, episode 1? And then all of a sudden, all the episodes of Not Going Out that didn't have the on-screen text and background music, blocked. Now, going to be on Rumble from the point where they got blocked. Not all the episodes before. That's too much. Yeah, there's also Keeping Up Appearances. Will be going on Rumble once I find a place to watch it, because it's been taken off iPlayer. Stupid decision. Blackadder is back on the Patreon, and I tried putting the episode on YouTube, but it was blocked. I might put it on Rumble. But yeah, basically, to make sure that you get everything without fail, without delay, because every reaction I make, whether it's an early access series or not, it doesn't matter what it is, it goes on Patreon first. So just to make sure you get everything, just join the Patreon. And if you want access to everything, then don't join the cheapest tier. Maybe go a bit higher. But even if you're going in the $6.19 a month tier, $6.19 a month, you're still paying about £4 a month for access to 90% of the content that I make, or 80%. Then the next level up from that is $8. That'd be about $5 a month. The way you should look at it is weekly. That's how I look at it. When I was paying for people's Patreons, I think I paid what worked out to be £6 a month. I looked at it weekly. Saw that I was paying £1.50 a month basically to access all their content. So yeah, look at it that way, and it's cheap even if you're joining the $8 a month tier. You're paying £2 a week to get everything before anybody else. And also, I've got a competition on. I'm giving away 3 free memberships. You just need to pick a number, and then I'll do a draw. Once enough people have picked numbers, I'll do a draw, and I'll be giving away 3 memberships. The minimum will be a month in the $2 a month tier, and there'll be 2 other prizes yet to be announced, so keep an eye out for that. But that's it from me tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope your start to the week has been good, prosperous, and successful. And, yep, I'll be back tomorrow, probably. I don't know what with. But I've got an idea, actually. I have. We'll see. But yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate your time. Like and subscribe. Check out all the channels. The links to them all are in the About section. Check out the merch store as well. And, yeah. Have a lovely rest of your evening. And I will see you in the next one. Much love to everybody. Good night.